our family, our children, and bring our country back to what it used to be.
Tommy Robinson.
On September the 13th, Tommy Robinson held what is being called one of the largest protests in British history. It is estimated more than 1 million people gathered together in central London to protest against the Channel crossings and the housing of migrants. We were there to capture the atmosphere, speak with attendees, and witness firsthand what unfolded.
To 20. Oh, yeah.
We're walking a lot more, it's a long afternoon, so it does something.
Guys, keep moving, please! On the right side!
Like the country itself.
Yeah. Same here. I mean, obviously I'm Irish, but married an English girl. My kids and my grandchildren have got to grow up here, so I'm down here today to support all these good people who are standing up for what they believe in.
The outcome I'm looking for is to take our country to the way it used to be, where it's safe for us, our family, our children, and bring our country back to what it used to be. You know, we used to be an empire at one stage. You know, we need to get our sovereignty back, and we all need to feel safe when we're walking down the streets. Well, obviously my biggest concern is the illegal mass immigration of the people that's coming over. I mean, be realistic. If you had a cruise ship that took 500 people, you wouldn't try and put 5,000 on there, would you? I mean, we're an island and people forget that.
Yeah.
I mean, where are these people going? We cannot bring these amount of people in, illegal immigrants. And they are illegal immigrants. They've got no documentation. And we all know what they're doing. We all know why we're all here today because of what they're doing. And it just needs to stop. Starmer needs to sit up and listen or resign.
Yeah, I totally agree, mate. Country, mate, we're housing these people that are coming over, and yet there are military veterans and normal people living on the streets, right? There's not enough houses. You know, you can only put so many things in a basket before the basket's full. You know what I mean? And we need to stand together and try and change that.
Stop it. And everybody that's come here illegally is a criminal. They should all be arrested and put on boats and sent back. There are proper immigrants that have been coming to this country for a long, long time, hundreds of years, but they didn't come here to cause mayhem and everything else. You know, they came here to work. If you want to come here as a legitimate immigrant and work hard and earn money to look after your wife, your family, and bring your children up to give them a better future, maybe becoming doctors, nurses, solicitors, and you want a good life for yourself and your family, this country's always held its hands open and welcomed. But when you come over here, and what is that? What are they saying now? They're not here. Is it to take part? They're here to take over.
Yeah.
And that's the problem we have.
I agree. Yes. I agree.
I've been on the few, yeah, and it did have some impact, but not what we wanted.
Yeah. I done the ULEZ protests. I was down here for the ULEZ protests, man. Yeah. Mr. Khan needs to go, and Mr. Starmer needs to go. And if you get somebody in this country who actually cares about the people, not care about money.
Do you know what? This isn't about race, colour, sexuality or creed. And people need to understand that. This is about your God-given human rights and the Magna Carta. This is our country, and it's always been a safe country and a safe haven. And whenever other countries have needed us, we've gone to war. We've gone to their countries to help them in their predicament. And look what Keir Starmer. Keir Starmer has done in 1 year more damage than the Kaiser did in the First World War and Adolf Hitler did in the Second. I'm serious. Keir Starmer is a very, very serious security threat to this country, and he must be removed from office.
For them, the message was clear: pride in Britain and a deep concern for its future. Speaking about wanting safety on the streets and about the challenges of being a small island with limited spaces and resources. In their view, the issue is not immigration itself, but illegal immigration and the lack of documentation or background checks for those arriving by boats. Frustrated that military veterans and British citizens themselves struggle on the streets, their conclusion was firm. People who come illegally to work and build a better life are welcome, but those who cross illegally should be sent back, and above all, they believe the government, especially Keir Starmer, is failing to protect the country they love.
Okay, so I'm here supporting my country today due to the housing situation that's going on in the country. I'm 37 years old and I've been registered homeless since I was 15. I've got an 18-year-old child who I currently share a one-bedroom with. So there's me and my daughter in a one room. And it's been like that since I gave birth. And according to the council, I'm not a priority because of the bans. They go through A, B, C and D. I've been placed in band D even though I suffered domestic violence. And yeah, basically that's just where I'm at now really. How everyone unites together. Just for the British people to actually be heard and seen, you know. I mean, as I said, I was born and raised here, and I feel like my voice doesn't count. I don't have an opinion because nobody listens, you know. So it's not about racism. It's just about the fact that, you know, if they're going to come here, then they need to go through the right channels and be processed properly because we don't know what they've done in their countries or anything like that. The fact that they're raping young children and things as well is just beyond me. You know, and as I said, I'm a mum to a young girl, so I'm worried about her safety at this point. Well, the government don't really seem to care, do they? I mean, they go home to their nice locked-up gated communities in the night time and have their bills and electricity and everything paid for, and they don't care about us, do they, really? You know? They don't. They say what you want to hear just to get in, and then once they're in, then they do exactly what the last person did. I usually vote for Green Party, if I'm honest. They never get in, but at least my vote's how we should deal with them. Well, I mean, I think that we've been paying France enough money to stop them from coming here, so at that point, they shouldn't be coming here. You know, I mean, it's sad. I get they want to come here for a better life. I understand it. I have compassion. I understand, but they have to respect and abide by our rules. You know, and I don't think they do. Like for instance, Christmas and stuff like that. Christmas isn't even heard of anymore. It's not even heard of anymore. You know. So I personally think like people who don't support Christmas, like the buses and trains should run on Christmas Day for British people who want to be able to go and visit their families, and the people that don't support Christmas, I believe, should work that day. Why should they get a free day off and get paid for that? No, this is my first one. Yeah. So I was a bit optimistic, a bit worried, you know. But I think with all of us together, we should be fine.
Being homeless since the age of 15, she says she still feels ignored and overlooked by the government. Even after leaving home due to personal reasons and raising a daughter, she told us she has never been treated as a priority by the council. In her view, migrants should be checked, documented and assessed through the correct channels while respecting the rules of the country. Without this, the system allows people to break the law and put others at great risk.
The King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the God of this nation, he's called Jesus Christ.
floors of that Parliament and that Downing Street. His name gives nightmares to Keir Starmer and all the leftists around this country. They can't stop talking about him. They can't stop thinking about him. Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson.
Tidal wave of patriotism that is sweeping across this country. This is the biggest demonstration in Britain's history. Turn to the person next to you. Shake their hand. Greet them. Give them a hug. This is your community. These are your brothers and your sisters. We today are united. Yes. Today is the spark of a cultural revolution in Great Britain. They managed to silence us for 20 years with labels. Racist, Islamophobe, far right. They don't work anymore. The dam has well and truly burst.
Across the crowd, we heard similar themes: frustration with the government, fears about safety, and a belief that the country has lost its way. Supporters insisted they are not against immigration, but that it must be legal, controlled, and fair. Whether you see this protest as a defense of tradition or a symbol of division, one thing is clear: these debates over identity, safety, and belonging will continue to shape Britain's future.